Hello again, everybody. Delving Dwarf. As many of you know, I released a teaser there of a sneak preview of project to come. You've been seeing pictures in the official Discord of some of the progress. So I thought I'd do a quick video kind of showing that. I know I haven't got around to streaming yet. Things just are busy. Part of being a family man and owning your own business. So, not that much time for streaming, at least uninterrupted. So, without further ado, let's show you what we got over here. So, I'm up in the, I don't know what you want to call this, the 21st hall. But let's get up here where you can really see. That is what I've been working on. Let's switch to free cam mode. So you can kind of see what that looks like. Floor at the moment is just a placeholder pattern. I'm not entirely sure that I want to have it gold. That's going to depend entirely on what comes in the next DLC. That's as far as we can go there. So let's go down. We'll actually go down the staircase. Just jumping off walls. And a lot of other detail work, like patches in between floor tiles here. I gotta fill all that in. That's gonna take me a while. If I keep this particular floor pattern. Kind of like this, because it does give me a nice gold patchwork when you look up. It's not just a flat gray ceiling. So it gives it some detail from down below. But this was my throne room. Still probably will be. I will probably end up having to dismantle this maybe, or I don't know. I might redo how this works. So it looks better than what it currently is. I mean, why not? I mean, I'm revamping the whole thing. Let's make it grand. As you all know, this is like a long ways down below me here. See it from anywhere because I filled it all in, but it needed lots of structural support, so I had to put all these support pillars in. There are two big ones down below, and I'll go down the staircase around and show you that. But it also needed some support from above, and I didn't want to clutter the level below this. I wanted that to be accessible and open and feel like it goes into a chasm, which it kind of does. So that meant going all the way up to the ceiling and making sure that everything was firmly anchored into the ceiling of the world itself. And then I took the liberty of making that super decorated. I try not to overdo the gold, but I wanted some gold accents. So I added some more in along these statues and things here. Lots of columns. This isn't finished. I kind of partially dismantled a build that was here. This was going to be my big feasting hall or barracks. I'll probably make it something a little bit different now, because that up there is going to be the main hall. What I'm not sure on is this, and I'll take you up there. Do I want to have... Whoa, that did not line up well. Bummer, I gotta fix that. I don't know if I want to have it like that, or if maybe the arch trim work here needs to come down a bit more, so there's a gap, so it's not just flush. Not sure if I want to do that, or if I want to put like gold flooring across it. I know I don't want to do wood. I want this to be heavily inspired by the books and what you see in the Fellowship of the Ring when they walk into Moria, and you just got these giant pillars and columns everywhere going all the way to the ceiling, and it's all stone. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. So kind of what I got so far. Obviously, there's a lot more detail work that needs to go in here. Like I said, the floor, some rugs. Not sure if I want to put any more columns in. Probably statues and things, but I'm really waiting to see what we've got for flooring in the Durins Folk DLC, and I want to save lots of room for monuments or statues. What are those going to look like? How big are they? Can I fit any of them into this build? And I've got some big open places I can do that, possibly. Just kind of have to wait and see. But let's take you down and around. I'll show you what this looks like out this way. This hallway might get revamped as well. Probably will be. I don't know if I want to go all this solid gold staircase here. Gold is good, but sometimes it gets to be a bit much. Ah, yes. I started toying around with doing some more support there. That might be helpful. But let's go out on the bridge. As you can see, this is kind of open here. I do want to put another building here. I'll probably tuck it up against this side so that it doesn't interfere with this street. Just to kind of give it a little more depth. I don't know that I want to go up higher than the staircase, but we'll see what I'd end up doing here. But I didn't want it to just be like a giant chasm that just goes down and down and down and down and just nothing there. Kind of wanted to add some more layers. So back this way, I added 2 large support columns in. They do need to be gilded. I got some of it in just to kind of test run it. And where am I? Here we go. Let's go down and around. Go take a closer look. Now, unfortunately, with this design, it did mean partially blocking the big statues there. Oh yeah, here you go. And you can see the flooring. I opted to make these kind of have windows. And yes, you can still see it's got scaffolding, but like I said, this still needs to be gilded and everything on the columns themselves, so it looks really sharp. But yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. It's got all the gold on the ceiling, you know, golden roof, silver floor. It'd be cool if we had silver floor devs. It'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I got so far. And you can see here the remnants of the feasting hall and whatever. When I originally built that, I wanted to go high because I didn't want to block this cool front entrance and that view down the hallway that just goes on and on and on until it hits, I believe that's the 3rd stair over there. Let's see. Yeah. So that's kind of what I got so far. Not sure if I want to do any more with that. If I want to have that just that one bridge, or if I want to bring that all the way across, not sure. But I do want to do any place where there is sunlight reaching down this spot. I do want to put in flowers and things, nice little gardens, and so it's not just all stone and gold and some wood structures and all that. I want to keep things interesting. This was an interesting tower to build because I needed it to support the floor above, but it also needed it so it didn't block. You know, this one, you know, you got a pathway here, you got a staircase down there, you got another pathway this way. Yeah, keeps things interesting. Back up around again. But yeah, let me know what you think. Got any ideas? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear them and see what we can do here. Once again, this has been Delving Dwarf. Catch you folks later.